we're not finished yet because we have one of the hearts of the company, and that is Sweeta. And she's going to come on and tell us all a little bit about the company and what we have available to us and what's happening with XRP right now. And this morning we had a wonderful call with Dr. Jack Van Mueller, and Sarita hosted that call, and it was absolutely wonderful. So I'm knowing that Sweeta has so much to share with us, and I'm so excited and humbled by the work that they do for each and every one of us. I am so blessed and grateful to be able to introduce her. And Sweeta is on. I'm there,
Love
Sweeta,
that.
everybody.
Hello, everyone. Lovely. What a wonderful presentation. So, everyone, first, let's just give Ladonna a huge round of applause for the amazing job that she's done. Thank you so much. You explained everything so very well.
Great.
Hi, guys. My name is Shweta. I manage operations for ZAB, and I've been associated with this opportunity since its inception. And the core reason we started this was people are accumulating XRP with or without us. XRP is one of the biggest cryptocurrencies in the market. It is not our product, and it has an amazing, bright future. Now, one thing before we dive in, today I would request all of you, if you could, open your cameras. It'll be great to see the lovely faces. It'll be great to have personal interaction because I would also want to open the floor to conversation, to some questions if you have any. So yeah, if you can, please turn your cameras on. I see Tonya, hi. I see Jamela, uh, Zoom user. Shucks, hi. Hi, Susan. Lovely to see you. Queen Nurjahan, hello. And we've got Jovan. Is that how you say your name? Or did I say it wrong?
Yvonne.
Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne.
Hi
I see
there.
Yvonne and Morales. Hi. Okay, we've got two boss I quit here, but I don't see James. So great to see you. We see Diment. Hi. Smiley. Lovely to see you. Right, wonderful. Let's begin this now. Okay, now XRP being one of the top cryptocurrencies in CoinMarketCap, which has been around since 2012, as you saw, right? It has a huge potential. Now, people have been buying and holding XRP anyway because everyone knows what a great future XRP is going to have. It is built to replace the SWIFT system. Now, when you buy and just hold XRP, what you do is that you wait for the value to increase. And when you sell it, you make a profit. That is it, which means that obviously, you have to sell to make money from it. And when you sell it, you don't have it anymore. I will give you a personal example. I started accumulating Bitcoin really late, but still my average buying price for Bitcoin was about $27,000. And I thought that was like, later on when Bitcoin went up, I thought that was a very good price. Now it came to a point when Bitcoin was 58,000 and it stayed stagnant there for quite some time. Now, one of the things about cryptocurrencies is that it's quite volatile, right? And it's not as predictable because even stocks or gold are volatile these days, so let alone crypto. When it was stagnant at say 58,000, I sold my Bitcoin because I wanted to buy a house. And I thought I've doubled my money and something that started from a few pence. It's not going to go much. It's 58,000. So obviously it's not going to go any higher and best time to probably sell so that I can invest in some hard asset. I bought a house. I am very happy in the house where I live, but if I have to go back and do it again, would I sell it? Absolutely no way, right? Because after that, Bitcoin even went to $128,000. It is right now trading at about $77,000. Now, with crypto, you have to understand that volatility is a part of it, and you need to be able to hold in order to maximize your profit. If you're somebody who gets scared very easily, if you're somebody, who gets tempted very easily to sell when the price is high, then you would not be able to maximize your profit. Now, with XRP, there was a short window of amazing opportunity where we were able to get XRP for just $1 also a couple of days ago, right? Um, for about less than a week, you were able to get XRP for just $1. And I was screaming from the top of my lung for everybody. I have accumulated more XRP during that period, and I was shouting from the top of my lung to everybody to acquire more XRP, because that way you can actually lower down your average buying price. Even if you have XRP already, even if you have packages that you bought at like maybe $2, $2.50, or like, $1.50 or whatever, if you're getting an opportunity to buy it at $1, do not miss it out. Well, that opportunity is gone now, as we see that XRP is already more than $1.25. If you look at last 1 week, in fact, last 24 hours, XRP has made a jump of 30%. You know what that means? First off, being with ZAP, whether the XRP price goes up or down or doesn't change, you're always in profit. The reason is that you can quadruple your XRP with ZAP, which is an opportunity you don't get otherwise. Most of the companies that operate in similar space, they have their own coins. When they have their own coins in crypto, that means they can manipulate the price. They control the price. They decide when to show that the price is going up and when to crash. So when you're buying, they will show that the price is going up. And when you want to sell it, all of a sudden, for some reason, the price crashes. And they all have their own stories to it. But with XRP, that's not the case, because it's not our entity. We do not control or influence the price, even if we wanted to. So that means you know that you're in for something real. Now, if you listen to experts and you do your own research, you would find that they have a strong reason to believe why one XRP is going to be $10,000. And I know that it sounds funny, that something that's like $1 or a little over $1, how can that be $10,000? But I would say, hey, hello, Bitcoin. We've seen it happen already, right? So it's not something that has not happened. And XRP has more reasons than Bitcoin to rise in value. Because while Bitcoin is just a proof of, holding in a way, its value is because it's limited in number. It was the first of its kind, but XRP has real world usability. It is going to replace the SWIFT system. It helps carry out transactions in lightning fast speed and in like almost no cost. So it has real world usage. And that's the reason price of XRP is going to go up. And we already see that happening. So right now, your lowest hanging fruit, I would say, the people that should get involved immediately in ZAB are the ones who are buying and holding XRP already. Now, how do you know who are those people? Well, it is actually fairly simple. If you go to any of the top exchanges, or even like, for example, CoinMarketCap, you go to XRP, you can actually look at people who are having conversation regarding XRP. You can read comment people writing about XRP and all. And those are the people you know already who are involved with XRP. Now imagine those people getting a chance to quadruple their XRP by actually not doing much, because even they can earn that now passively also. Through acceleration, they can quadruple their XRP just being passive. They don't have to literally lift a finger to do that. And so many people have benefited from this already, but there's so many more that still can benefit from this. And it's down to you to reach out to those people. The price of XRP that has grown in the last 1 week is indicator itself that the best time to actually invest in it was a week ago, but the second best time is now. So if you don't want to regret just like I regret selling my Bitcoin or actually not buying enough when the price was low enough. And I'm again starting, that's why I'm not going to miss that, do the same mistake with XRP. So if you're on the same page like me, the time to accumulate XRP and do that every time you get an opportunity so that you can average out the price. Don't be scared that, last week it was $1, it's all $1.30 already, so I've missed the boat. No, it is destined to go to $10,000. So we're still in very early stages, and the fear that stopped most of us, from becoming Bitcoin millionaires should not actually stop us from becoming XRP millionaires now. Our aim as a company is to create over 1,000 millionaires. Okay, that's not a small target by any measure, but we're very confident because we've done it in the past. We've created over 100 millionaire. In fact, with XRP, I want to congratulate everybody because we've just completed 1 year of our pre-launch. The company was officially launched in November, on 15th of November in Barcelona, but it was mid-August, 15th of August, when we started our pre-launch. So we've completed 1 year already. And within this 1 year, we've had so many people who've more than quadrupled their XRP already, who've completed 1, 2, or 3 cycles as well. Now, either you can start with a huge capital, like if you can afford, you can buy more XRP straight up, or if you do not have a huge XRP capital to start with, you can actually quadruple it within the system and you can expedite it by being active. So it's completely fine if you just want to be passive and receive the rewards. That's down to you. But if you want to tap in the real opportunity and quadruple your XRP without actually relying on just the airdrops, you can actually do it just within a day, within a week, within a month. It's all down to you by being active. The direct bonus itself, 8% every time that you sign up somebody directly. If they sign up with 100 XRP, the company pays you 8 XRP as direct bonus. Now, there is no limit to the number of people you can directly sign up. If, with the team bonus, it's one of the very few programs that pays you on 100% of the volume. Majority of the programs, they pay you on matching volume. So if you have 1,000 here, you have 1,000 there, then you get paid on 1,000. That means essentially you're getting paid on 50%. Here you get paid on 100% of the volume, right? And at Crown Diamond, you claim 15% of your entire team's volume. That's not limited by any levels. So don't just consider the scenario right now or your team status right now. Think about 6 months down the line. Think about a year down the line, because we are going to be around. People have gone on to different opportunities in the last 1 year, 2, 3 different opportunities, and have come back to XAB, realizing that, it is one of the only lasting things. So think about 6 months from now, think about a year from now, when your teams are like probably 150, 200 level deep, and you getting volume from each and every person. 15% on your team bonus would mean on 1 million, you're getting 150 XRP. Now, at current price, with 150 XRP, that might be worth around $200,000. But you're not going to sell it today. And by the time you achieve it, even if you give yourself a goal of, let's say, 6 months, by the time you achieve it, if XRP is even worth $5, which we're very confident that it would be, that means you're getting $750,000 just as team bonus. You're bringing in the volume of just 1 million and you're getting $750,000 as team bonus. If you wait until it's $10, then you're actually getting 1.5 million just in team bonus. Whatever you've earned as passive income, as direct commission, as level, all of that is separate, only in team bonus. So what I would say is that give yourself a target. Now, when you go to your back office in XAB, you see the option to actually set a target for yourself. Please let me know in the comment if you've set your target already. Just type in yes if you've set up a target for yourself in your XAB back office for how much money you want to make through the XAB system. Have you done that? Okay, that's good to see. I see quite a few yeses. Uh-huh. Okay. 100,000 XRP is the target. That's great. Susan has set up a target as well. Wonderful to see, because any of your team members who've not set up their target yet, they need to do that. Now, let me also share back office with you, like a simulation, and show you, for those of you who've not yet done that, let me show you how to do that. Let me share my screen here. Okay, I think, Tana, you need to allow me to share the screen if you're the host. 100,000 XRP. Wonderful. Yes, with 100,000 XRP, I mean, that's the goal, because with just $10 per XRP, you have your million already. So 100,000 XRP is a great goal to start with. Now, if you go to your back office, okay, you see your target here, correct? Now, this is also, it shows you your earning against your target. So how much have you, what percentage of your target have you completed already? So for example, the target here is 100,000 again. You can always reset your target also if you want. Now the target here is 100,000. So how much have you earned against it? So just click on this option and input the amount. It could be 10,000, 100,000, a million. It depends on how big you want it to be. Now, also, while it is important to set up a target for yourself, it is equally important to give yourself a timeline for that. How long do you want to take in order to achieve it? Because target without a deadline is just a wish. And we don't want it to be just a wish. We want it to be a reality, right? So give yourself time, whether you want to take 6 months to achieve it, a year to achieve it. And once you do that, then review every day and every week, how far along have you come? So assigning yourself a target, for example, $100,000 is the first step, but you shouldn't just stop there. That's just the beginning. Now you do a backward calculation. Now, in order to achieve 100,000 XRP through only passive income, that means quadrupling your XRP, you would need a package of 25,000 XRP, correct? Now, if you're only doing it through passive, so do you have a package of 25,000 XRP already? Wonderful. Once you're able to quadruple your XRP through the system, you'll have your million. But also remember that whatever earning you make through passive, that is divided 30-70. 70% goes to you. So that means that needs to be counted for as well. Now, if you do not have 25,000 XRP to start with, then you can do two things. You can start with lesser amount and complete two circles, two cycles, right? That means, let's say, for example, you start with 10,000 XRP. In one cycle, you'll have 40,000 XRP. And in next cycle, you're going to have 160,000 XRP. But obviously, in order to do two cycles as a passive person, it's going to take time. So if you're okay to wait for that time, again, great. However, if you want to do it any sooner, you can do it by being active. That means introducing more people to the opportunity. Now, that is a very natural thing to do anyway, because whenever we like something, whether it's a restaurant, it's a movie, whenever you like something, what do? You share it, right? You recommend it. You speak to other people about it. You recommend them to watch the movie. You recommend them to go to a certain restaurant. You recommend them to try a certain cuisine of food. Why? Because you genuinely feel that the, happiness you felt, they should feel it too. And it's the same with with XAB as well. You have all seen the system working, right? That is why everyone that you care about, you should actually speak about the opportunity to them and show them your back office, show them the opportunity. Because imagine Anybody who has XRP already, their XRP is doing nothing for them sitting in their wallet. Nothing at all. It's not generating any income unless they sell it. But here they have the opportunity to earn passive. Sometimes it can be more, sometimes it can be less, depending on the market situation. But it's doing something. It's not sitting idle. And when you talk about investment or anything progressive in life, direction is more important than speed. Direction is far more important than speed. So if their XRP is just sitting in their account, in their wallet, doing nothing, they need to get it to work. And how do you find people who have XRP, which is sitting and doing nothing? Just use online tools. Go to Instagram. Check for hashtag XRP or XRP to the moon. It will give you people who have posted about XRP, and that means these are people who believe in XRP, and majority of them will hold XRP or would want a way to earn XRP. Have conversations with those people. Go to Twitter. Be active on social media. One of the best ways to reach out to people who are not in your immediate circle. You can show them your account, how long it's been working and how it's been working, the rewards that you've been receiving, the active income that you've got. Go to websites like CoinMarketCap or exchanges like CoinGecko, etc. There's so many amazing exchanges, and search for XRP and check comments from people who've commented positive things about XRP. Those people are the ones who already either have XRP or definitely want to get involved in XRP. Don't limit yourself just to people that you know physically. Okay, expand your reach. And of course, we've got a great social media team who's there to help you as well for anything you need. If you need posts that you want to make, promotional posts that you can send on social media, and of course, or you can send out to people about the information about XRP, personalized information the way you want. We've got an amazing social media team that is there to help you as well. Now, with that, I would want to open the floor to questions. If you've got any questions regarding the system, regarding XAB, or even the sister system, which is Vortex, I'm happy to answer them. Please go ahead. Thank you so much, Chris, for the lovely words. All right, we've got Dwayne who wants to ask something. Oh, Ton. Oh, sorry, you're muted. I think Ladonna, yeah.
Yes, hi. So
Hi.
is it better to, like, if you want to build a team, but you're building it within your family, is it better to stair step it and have one son report to the next son report to you? Or is it better to have spread them across horizontally and have one son reporting to you and another son reporting to you if that's how you want to start your organization?
Amazing question. Now, it completely depends on a few factors. One is how many sons you have,
Mhm.
and two,
Mhm. Mhm.
okay, great. And second thing is that how active are they going to be? If they're going to be totally passive,
Mhm.
in that case, it might be better to have them directly to you. So both of them directly to you.
Mhm.
However, if there's somebody who's going to work actively, in fact, in any case, I would suggest, but again, that's down to you, how you want to build your team. I would suggest it's better to have them directly to you because unless, like, for example, from your two sons, if you have one son who's active, who's going to
Mhm.
be actively working, and one son who's passive, in
Mhm.
that case, you might have them in one line. Okay.
Mhm.
So that the passive one benefits a little bit from the active one as well. If they're both active, in
Mhm.
that case, it depends on how good your other organizations are. If you already have two or three good organizations working besides this, you can have them in one organization, one underneath another, so that one gets support from others' active work. But if you do not have your own three organizations working properly, then it's better to have them directly with you. You know what they tell you in the airplane: wear your own mask first before you help others. So your
Mhm.
account needs to be sorted first.
Mhm.
And always helps to work on consolidated accounts. The lesser the number of accounts you have, the better it is. It is better to have more directs on one account rather than having a lot of, like, one underneath another, because then it becomes a challenge for you to manage the volume, because maximum one third can be counted from one organization, right? So to maintain that, it is better to have more directs.
Okay, more directs. Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Wonderful question, though. Anybody else who wants to ask a question? No questions at all? Okay, that's a wonderful thing. Maybe like, I don't know whether it is. So it's either that everything was very clear or nothing clear at all. Okay, I see one. Okay, great. Thank you so much for giving me that indication. That's wonderful. Now, also what we're doing now as a company, I would say that you are aware of Vortex already, where we take the same principles of arbitrage trading and we do gold trading. And the compensation structure in that is completely different. And the reason it is completely different is to give you a completely separate stream of income. There you get monthly fixed residual income from whenever you decide to start withdrawing. So you can actually put in your seed, and your seed is withdrawable at any point in time that you want, should you want to like kill it for any reason you want to access your funds. But if you let it sit there and compound for whatever amount of time you want, you can start withdrawing a fixed monthly residual income. So that program is aimed at elevating your day-to-day lifestyle now, while XRP is your fund that's going to mature one day. And of course, we know that the XRP price is going to go to the moon. This program is complementary and it helps you improve your day-to-day lifestyle by having a sort of, I would say, pension. And that can start whenever you want. And you can have separate pots in that. So in the next call that we do for Vortex, I would want to explain that in detail. And now our goal is not just limited to actually giving you streams of income, but more so also on educating everybody on financial freedom. Because without the right financial education, it is next to impossible to actually achieve financial freedom. Even if you get the money, getting money is not financial freedom, because I've seen, and I'm sure that you guys have seen so many times over, people who got million, 2 million, 3 million all at once and ended up spending it all within a year or so. There are millions of case studies like that because they did not have the right financial education. So that's equally important, and that's something that we're focusing on as well. So I know this call has already gone on for over an hour, so we'll save that for the next call. And I really want to thank you all for your participation. For next call on, let's make sure that we have at least doubled the numbers in this Zoom. So we've got 35 participants now. Let's make sure that we, minimum reach 70. I would say 100 is not a far-fetched target for the team. So let's target 100 people on our next Zoom call, where we'll be doing more detailed training on financial education and anything, and we'll do like deep dive into the system and the back office as well, to make sure you understand the back office like the back of your hand, and that would also help you maximize the compensation plan. So thank you so much for your time, guys. Lovely to see you all. Looking forward to our next call together. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Sweeta, so much. Thank you, everybody, for being on the call.
Thank you, Sweeta.
All right. So I'm excited for each and every person that showed up tonight and look forward to seeing you and
Thank
all
you,
of
Ladonna. You killed it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Sweeta. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thanks, Darren.
Good night.
Welcome.